Hello, everyone. So happy to be here. Happy New Year. We are about to start a new life to talk about your future. Yes, the idea is to set goals together for 2025. I bet you had a wonderful new year and you're ready to start rock and roll your year, but you don't know how to. How do I set my goals? How do I start preparing my year? I have so many ideas, but how to start? That's the topic of our life event today. So if you're ready to start 2025 with 100% of your energy, that's the right place for you. I'm going to be sharing here on my screen a PowerPoint presentation giving a lot of tips. So I really encourage you to grab a notebook, a pencil, and start writing. We're gonna end this live event with a full plan for your year. So let me start here by sharing my screen. And I'll be coming in and out with the screen so you can see the tips that I have to give it for you. I will take some time as well to answer comments and questions on the live. If you want to ask any questions, feel free to do so. I'll be answering personalized questions, and mainly at the end we will open for questions as well if you want to do some specific questions. So this will be a 40-minute live event, and at the end we're gonna have a brief 10-minute meditation where we're gonna really program your subconscious to be connected to your desires. That's our goal today. So ready to rock and roll? Let's start. So crafting your future. Why this is so important? I think it's very, very important for people to have the control over your future, not just let it go. And I've been doing this for many years, helping my coaching clients. So instead of talking about me, I want to talk about successful stories. Those are some of the clients I've been coaching the past few years. And I really, really enjoy helping people find their purpose. I think once you're very aligned with your values, you know your life mission, and you're ready to support yourself to achieve what you want, is when you really, really feel happy. So, success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and out. I love this quote from Robert Collier, and why this is so important, because I want you to be the captain of your life. So I want to welcome you to today's sessions on goal settings of the year. Whatever, if you had goals before done or you're just starting to think about them, this session is going to help you understand the power of setting intentional goals. Meaningful goals that will guide you through your whole year ahead. So, goal settings is more than just writing down things you want to accomplish. It's about building a roadmap for your life, one that's not only actionable but also aligned with your values and dreams. So, today we're going to break down how to set goals in 5 areas of your life. How to identify what is true success and what it means just for you, and how to track your progress with important milestones throughout the year. So, what are the dreams that tug at your heartstrings? That's the question I have for you. What aspirations ignite your soul? Think about it. There are many successful people that have been developed different formulas for goal settings. I personally did 4 different trainings on how to set goals, and I came up with my own version that I'm going to share with you today. So I really intend at the end of this session That you will not only have set some powerful goals for yourself, but will also have the tools to achieve them with confidence and clarity. So let's dive into how to start building your future, the future that you want. What is the difference between dreams and goals? Goals are something you have committed to take actions. Wishes are something you think about it doing someday that you have, but not yet made a commitment to it. So, before we begin setting goals, let's talk about why this process is so important. Goal settings give us direction and clarity. Think of it as a map to your destination. Without it, we may find ourselves just drifting aimlessly. So, letting life's distractions take over, and we don't want that, do we? But with goals, we get to decide where we want to go and how we want to get there. And the great thing about goal settings is that it doesn't just happen once a year. It's something we can go and revisit regularly, monthly, quarterly, or even weekly. A lot of my clients, once they start a program with me, they received a planner. It's called Witchy Planner. On that planner, I teach people how to do weekly reviews. And the goal settings that we are learning today here, it's something that we revisit every week. So the more you revisit your goals, the more are you going to be in tune, and we become in tune with what we want, what we truly want to achieve. This is where you have the power to take control over your life. By setting clear, intentional goals, you can create a life that aligns with your deepest desires and aspirations. You have the power to craft your journey step by step, and today we're going to create that blueprint together. So I want you to imagine you're on a road trip without a map. Where would you end up? Setting goals is your roadmap, deciding your destination and ensuring that you have the right route. And that's why I put this image of the compass in the previous slide to share with you, because I think what we're going to do today is like handle the compass on your hand. That's what I want you to have. The power of having the compass of your life in your hands. So the first step, and the most important, is to define what true success means for you. Yes, that's the most important part of what we're going to learn today. What true success means for you. We often hear that we need to succeed, but what does that really mean to you? Success is highly personal. It's not just about reaching a goal, but about feeling aligned with who you truly are. For some people, success might be climbing the career ladder or reaching financial independence if you're close to your retirement. But for others, it could be about spending more time with the loved ones or living a balanced life. So we need to define here what true success means exactly and just for you, not for anyone else. True success is about finding a fulfillment in the areas that matter most to you. So let me ask, what does success look like for you? So if you have a pen and pencil right now, I want you to just stop for a few minutes and think about it. What does true success means for you? I'm going to give you a few moments to do that. I'm going to give you some suggestions if you're writing down about what true success means for you. Once I worked with a client who believed success was only about wealth and career success. But after a few coaching sessions, this person realized that success was really about spending more time with their children. So, by aligning your goals with your personal definition of success, there will be a feeling of satisfaction, and the most important things will come up for you. So, it's very important for you to write down what true success really means to you. Have you ever thought about what you truly want to bring into your life? Perhaps it's fostering a new relationship, advancing in your career, or delving into your spiritual journey. So, to kick off your planning, start by delving into the meaning of success for you. I can't provide a fixed definition of true success because it's personally. It evolves every year. So for myself, I rewrite what true success means every year. And as you attain new levels of consciousness, your definition shifts as well. Your task is to uncover what true success signifies in each phase of your life. When you reflect on your own version of success, remember it's not about others' expectations, but about what truly lights you up. Take a moment to consider what success looks like for you, and let that be the foundation for your goals. What does fulfillment look like for you? It's a profound question that really warrants reflection. What generally brings you happiness? And I want to give you a hint. Success doesn't equate to perfection. Instead, it takes on the form of what you perceive and experience as fulfillment. Have you finished writing down what true success means for you? Can we jump to the next slide? Let's do that. Now, we're going to discuss what success means to you. After you have defined what true success means, we're going to discuss what true success means in all the areas of your life. As you've seen here in this image, we have 5 areas. The first one is your mental and physical well-being. The next one is your partner and family relationship. The third one is your spirituality and your connection to the nature. The fourth one is your academic and professional career. And your fifth one is your role in the community. Why I'm choosing my hand to represent that is because I truly believe those are all instruments we have to evolve and to find a better version of ourselves. But what truly matters is your connection to your soul, to your inner being. That's here inside of the palm of your hand. And if you have all those areas balanced, you'll feel very grounded. If you have to do a change in one of the areas, for example, the health, you need to do an operation, but all the other areas are stable, your family, your support from your friends, your spirituality, your career, everything will be good. You do this transition and you come back to your groundness. Maybe you need to change your work. Then you're gonna have the support from all the other areas and you change your work and then you're back on track. But what happens if your mental and physical well-being is not good? If you're unemployed and if you don't have the support from your family, then you won't have enough groundness to move around life. That's why those 5 areas are so important. Let's talk about each area. The mental and physical well-being. My questions to you. I want you to write down at least 5 things you want to accomplish in this area. How can you take care of your mind and your body this year? Whatever is through exercise, nutrition, mindfulness, this area is fundamental to you overall in your success life. So think about what's important and write it down, at least 5 things. The next one is the partner and family relationship. So what kind of relationship do you want for your nurture? Is it spending more quality time with your partner or improving the communication with your family? The spiritual and connection to the nature. Why I'm writing this down? Some people are not that spiritual, but they do believe on the importance of connecting to the nature. Do you have any spiritual practice? Are you looking to connect more with the nature? That's all about this area. The fourth one is your academic and professional career. And why I have divided in those 2 areas? Because some people are just studying. Some people are already entering their professional career, but they still want to study. So this all come together. So what's next for your career and your personal growth? This could involve a promotion, starting a new project, or even improving your skills. And the last one, your friends and your role in the community. Why I included this is because I was studying a lot about the blue zones, and what makes people happy is really this connection to the community. So who are the people who uplift you? Those are your community. And how do you contribute to your community? This area helps strengthen the social and supportive parts of our lives, and it's so important. I'm an expat and I'm a coach who helps expats, and for us it's so important to feel that we belong to a community. So why not nurture this sense of belonging in a community? So now we have covered the 5 areas of what we're going to set goals and intentions. And we're going to go one by one, and I'm going to give you a few minutes and some ideas on how to define goals for each area. So let's start with the mental and physical well-being. Health is the foundation of success in all areas, because if you're sick, you cannot produce in other areas. So well-being goals include exercise, nutrition, self-care, and even mental health. If you take small steps like daily stretching or improving sleeping, can make a big difference. I want to reinforce, without our health, everything else becomes much harder. Setting goals in this area isn't just about exercising more or eating better, although those are great examples. It's about creating a lifestyle that nurtures both your body and your mind. Think about what you need to feel your best. Maybe it's taking some time to meditate daily or going for a run every morning. Perhaps it's about improving your sleep habits, making time for your self-care, or even seeking therapy or coaching for mental clarity. One of my clients came to me feeling very exhausted and overwhelmed. And after exploring this area of well-being, we set a goal for her to take 10 minutes break every morning to practice deep breathing, and this made a huge difference. Another client of mine felt burnout and set a goal to go to the toilet during lunchtime and just spend some time relaxing where nobody will bother her. So those are just quick examples and changes that gave energy and clarity for people to thrive. This simple change increased energy, clarity, and focus on the day of some people. What are the practices that you can implement in your life to increase your mental and physical well-being? Remember, small steps lead to big results in this area. What's one thing you can do every day to support your mental and physical well-being? So maybe it will be practicing yoga, stretching, running, going outdoors, walking your dog, anything that will make you happy in this area. So the next one, we're going to be talking about partner and family relationship goals. Strong relationships provide fulfillment and support. So I encourage you to set specific relationship goals. For example, spend quality time, maybe having dinner with your family once, at least 3 times a week, communicate better, or to improve your emotional connection. Relationships require intentionally. Don't take them for granted. You really should invest on that. So your partner and family, these are the people who you really care about most. And setting goals to strengthen these relationships will bring so much fulfillment in your life. So think about the relationships that are most important to you. Is there any specific bond you want to strengthen? Maybe you want to dedicate more time to your partner or set aside a night each week for your family activities. For myself, I try to have hobbies that I join with my husband and we do together. And we started doing yoga on Saturday mornings. Something we do together is every time he comes back from his work, we walk the dog together. Those are simply goals, like having dinner with a family without distractions 3 times a week, as I mentioned. These simple changes make a huge impact in the connection that you're going to have with your loved ones. So setting clear goals in this area will help you nurture and grow those bonds, making them stronger and more meaningful. What's one thing you could do to create more connection to your loved ones? Once I had a client who was really struggling with work-life balance, and we set a goal of having this distraction family dinner 3 times a week. And this really made a huge difference. So I encourage you to try something like that, maybe a game night with your kids. Those are just ideas. But think of something and write it down. Remember, we're going to write down at least 5 goals for each area that we are discussing here. The next one is your spirituality and your connection to the nature. Nurturing your soul with spiritual practice or time in the nature is so important. Spirituality can take many forms. For some people might be meditation, prayer, nature walks, mindfulness. You can name the way you want. That's why I included here the connection to the nature, because a lot of kids they have a hard time expressing how they're gonna relate with spirituality. So if you start by talking about the connection with the nature, they will be able to talk about it. And everything that I'm teaching here, the idea is for you to be able to share with your loved ones. The connection with the nature really improves overall well-being and your inner peace. Setting goals in this area is about nourishing your soul, finding your inner peace, and connecting with something greater than yourself. It's so important. What can you do to feed your spiritual? Let me turn this off, I'm sorry. What can you do to fuel your spiritual side this year? Whatever it's meditation, walking in the nature, journaling is something good as well. This small practice can make a huge difference in your overall sense of peace, of fulfillment, I promise you. Let's talk about the next one. It's your academic and professional career. A lot of people, they just set goals for this area, then they forget about all the rest. So that's why I'm putting here this not as a priority, but it's very important. Whatever you're aiming for, a promotion, changing careers, or working on your personal development, this area is crucial for long term success because the income you're going to receive will provide resources for all the areas to flourish as well. So consider wherever you want to be in your next year in your professional life. Do you want to start a new business maybe? Maybe you want to pursue a future education. Perhaps you want to develop leadership skills or even network more effectively. I was helping once a career who wanted to switch careers but felt stuck. She was an HR director, and I was questioning myself why a HR director will contact me to help her find a new job. She knows everything, she's the one who's hiring people. But it ended up that she said she was looking for help because she couldn't find the motivation to do the right things she knew she needed to do. So, as a coach, what we do, we are your accountable partner. We discuss every step of your roadmap, what you need to do to get what you want to achieve. And that's what we did. So, she knew she was close to her retirement. She had 5 years to retire, and she wanted to find a very meaningful work, not just something that you just go in the morning and wouldn't feel fulfilled. And she mapped the companies that she wanted to work and apply for 80 different job opportunities. She got into 20 different selective process, and at the end she was able to find from 5 different job offers she received what will be her job until her retirement. It was a period of 6 months where we really shake her whole life. We mapped her values, we talked about her mission, we talked about what was important to her. She was able to focus on her health, on her relationships, to feel strong in all those areas that we mentioned at the beginning of the training. Once she was stable, she was able to make the right decision. We made her ideal job description, and she was able to choose between the 5 offers she received what was the best match for her to feel that she was on the right path for a really happy life. And I wish you all the same. So let's talk about the next area, and it's your friends and your community in your. We are social beings, and connection with others is a key part of a fulfilling life. Remember, I was talking about the blue zones? This is one of the pillars that the blue zones, the people who live more than 100 years, have. They have a sense of belonging. They belong to a community. So building a strong friendship and participating in your community not only benefits others, but also enriches your own life. So think about the friends you want to nurture and the role you want to play in your community. And remember, we are the average of the 5 people we most spend time. So how do you want to get more involved in your charity work? Maybe you want to be involved in a charity, in a nonprofit, or perhaps you just like to reconnect with old friends. Doesn't matter. Just find your tribe. For one of my clients, a goal was to take more time with friendships. So she set up monthly meetups with close friends. Sometimes we live abroad like me, and you have friends from other countries. So setting a time to connect with your friends can make a huge difference. This not only will help you build strong connections, but will also give you the emotional support you need to thrive in other areas. Remember, we were talking about those opportunities you have to evolve and to find the best version of yourself. And your friends, your role in the community is one of the pillars that will make you feel grounded. That's why it's so important for you to set at least 5 goals in this area as well. Something I learned along the way, I was thinking that you needed, like, can you visualize a person in a circle spinning dishes? And they need to put energy to spin the dishes. And I thought that you need to put the same energy in all areas of your life at the same time. But that's not the truth. Depending on the season of the year, you can put more energy in one area than the other. I'm going to give you an example. Imagine you have kids like me, and they're on holidays during summer. And if you set strong goals for your professional career during this period, you won't be able to achieve the best of it in both areas. So I encourage you to put the right energy in the right timing. So in your planning, it's very important for you to map the important dates for you this year. So I encourage you to write down all the months of the year, January, February, March, until December, and write it down, the important milestones you have. So for example, when are your kids starting school? This is an important time to help them support, adapt, maybe if they are in a transition, going from middle school to high school. When do they have the vacation? When you have your time off from your work, it's important. If you have something related to your health, that's important. In my case that I live abroad, Mother's Day is a very important time. I want to be close to my mother-in-law, so I set an intention goals to be present in their lives in those moments. Maybe your anniversary, if you're married, is something important you want to celebrate. The beginning of summer, beginning of winter, when the season change. So those are important milestones. I want to write it down. Your birthday, maybe you want to do something special for your birthday. And then revisit the goals of the year of each area and go back, compare to your milestones, the important days, and what do you want to accomplish, and put this on your goal settings as well. So let's just recap what we did so far. The first part is define what true success means for you. The second part is establish 5 goals, at least in each area of your 5 areas of life that we discussed. Afterwards, define the milestones, the important dates that you want to include in your calendar, and set specific goals for it. After you do that, I want to define the focus of the year. So if you wrote down goals for each areas, the 5 areas that I mentioned to you, I want you to choose the most important in each category and put a little star on the side. Those will be your 5 goals of the year, the focus. And I want you to write them in a separate part of your goal settings. Just copy them and write them down, the most important ones in each category. This will be your focus of the year. If you cannot accomplish all of them, at least those 5 goals, one, the most important in each area, you should give attention to make it happen. We talked about the milestones, and I want you to really encourage yourself to split the goals if you have big goals. For example, running a marathon. If this is something important to you, maybe you can break it down. Complete a 5K run, a 10K run, and then a half marathon. And when do you want to accomplish those things? So big goals, you can split in small goals as well. A career goal, maybe you want to get a promotion. It's important to upgrade your skills, to submit your job application, and prepare for interviews. Even if you're trying to get a promotion in your own company that you work, break it down in small milestones and remember to mark important days, like completing a course and something important and meaningful for you. As we mentioned, the birthday of your kids. If you have small kids, you need to prepare their birthday parties. Christmas is something important, Easter. Just put those important days on your goal settings. This will help you a lot. Remember, we talked about choosing the most important ones in the 5 areas. Once you've done that, I would like to encourage you to apply the SMART goals only on those 5 important ones. Do you know what SMART goals means? SMART goals, it's setting specific, measurable, attainable, and relevant and time-based information on your goals. A lot of people use this for businesses, but I like to bring this to your personal life because this brings clarity to your plans and free up energy for achieving your goals. So we're gonna go over every question, each question you need to do to make your goals specific. So to make it specific, you should ask, what do I really want to accomplish? And why? Why do I want to achieve this goal? Be specific. The motive, the purpose, the benefits. Who is involved? Define their roles and strengths and weaknesses. Where? Is there a specific location required for this goal? For example, if I want to participate in a championship of jiu-jitsu and I need to travel to Florida, so where this will happen? What do I need to prepare to get there? Be very specific. And which? Identify the tools and other material requires to meet your goal. For example, if you want to learn how to play guitar, you probably will need a guitar. So be very specific. What do you need to achieve your goal? And we're only going to do this with the most important ones in each category. Measurable, that's the second part. You have to ask yourself, how much it will cost? How many do I need? For example, how many runs do I need to do to participate in a marathon? How will I know when I have accomplished this goal? For example, going back to playing guitar, you know you're ready to achieve your goal when you feel comfortable playing for your friends, for example. So that's how you're going to measure. If you're trying to have a better body, for example, you can measure the percentage of fat you have in your body. There are wonderful machines that you go and measure your fat. Attainable, that's very important. How then can the goal be accomplished? What kind of roadblocks might interfere? For example, if you want to do a student exchange program, I need probably a visa to go abroad. This will be something that it will make my goal attainable or not. And how can they be overcome? How can I prepare for that? That's how you do those questions to check if it's attainable. The next one, is it really relevant? Does this seem worthwhile? After going over what really needs to be done for you to achieve this goal, you have to check, why is this goal so significant to me and to my life? This is so important. And the last part is it's time-based. What can I do 5 months from now? What can I do 12 weeks from now? What can I do today? That's very important. So that's what we have done. We have finished setting the goals. Now we're going to talk about vision boards and why they're so important too, and they really can make it happen. Let me show you an image. I want you not to think on a red strawberry. What comes to your mind? A red strawberry. I want you not to think on a big gray elephant. What comes in your mind? An elephant. Why is that? Visualization really enhances motivation and strength beliefs. Your brain doesn't differentiate between real and imagined experience. So if we practice visualization by picturing yourself achieving your goals, it will make it much more easier. Visualization is a powerful tool that successful people use to achieve their goals. So what we do is exactly what we just did on this small exercise. We're gonna mentally picture yourself achieving your goal. And this has a profound effect in your body. When you visualize success, your brain doesn't distinguish between actual experience and an imagined experience. That means the same neurons pathway that are activated if you really are performing the task or achieving the goals. And, I'm sorry, so it's the same thing if you're doing the thing or just imagine you're doing. And I'm sure you're already seen during the Olympics a lot of athletes improving their performance by doing visualization. What they do, they mentally rehearse their routine, imagine their movements, the outcome, and the feelings that they have of success. This helps them perform at their best when they are in counts, when they are really in the field. And that's what I want you to do as well. So I'm going to share some vision boards that some of my clients did here. This is one of my vision boards, 2023. What we normally do is you can grab a metal board, that's how I normally do, or a cork board, and you place a picture of yourself in the middle and place pictures that represent each goal that you establish around. Here you have another one that was done digitally. This is a dream board on a computer from a friend of mine that wanted a different lifestyle. And if you're in a hurry, for example, when I was moving from United States to Australia, I couldn't bring my vision board with me and it was end of the year and I really wanted to tune into my goals. What I did, I bought a notebook and did my goal settings in a notebook. You can do this also using a picture notebook. Just put all the images, you can write down phrases. Here you have some examples. That's a fun activity you can do with your kids, with your spouse, with friends. I normally do this once a year. It can take 2 hours to 5-6 hours. It all depends how much you enjoy taking the time. I encourage you to grab a bunch of magazines and just cut it down some words and images that are relevant to you. If you cannot find an image that represents your goal, I encourage you to go online and find something that can represent your goal and just print it out and you put on your vision board. As I mentioned to you, it could be a metal board, could be a cork board, could be a notebook. Here you have more examples. See, putting yourself in the middle makes a huge difference. And if you cannot find any pictures that represent what you want, you can also draw. As you can see here, those are drawings for two of my clients. One was a teenager who wanted to be a successful movie actor. And the other one was a person who was really into nature and wanted to travel to Costa Rica and find her soulmate. So you can really express yourself in your own way. This is the vision board I did for myself last year and really helped me achieve my goals. I keep this in front of my computer and really helps me be aligned with what I want. So setting goals is just the beginning. To ensure that you're staying on track, it's very important to review your progress regularly. As I mentioned to you, those weekly reviews make a huge difference. So you can review it weekly, monthly, quarterly, but checking in, it's so important. The key is to reflect on what's working and what's not, because sometimes you set an intention and the universe takes you to this place from another path, not the one that you target. Maybe something different. Remember, the key is to reflect what's working and what's not and adjust your plans accordingly. One of my clients had a goal to finish a certification course by the end of the year, for example. But midway through, they found that they weren't making as much progress as expected. When we reviewed their situation together, we identified some obstacles, for example, lack of time, overwhelming coursework, and just by adjusting this and including, for example, 1 hour of study a week, this timeline make the goal more manageable. So that's why it's super important for you to review the goals and stay flexible and adapt when necessary. It will also give you the opportunity to celebrate your wins, no matter how small they are. So if you set aside time for these reflections, you gain greater quality, you maintain your motivation, and you are going to be continually aligned with yourself, with your larger vision, because the dream board is the better version of yourself. So take some time at the end of each week or month to review your goals. What have you achieved so far is a question you should make. What obstacles do you need to overcome next? This process keeps you focused, accountable, and moving forward to your success. I hope everything I have shared with you was meaningful today. We are about to start a meditation now. I'm gonna just check the chat here. I'm sorry I haven't had time to answer the questions, but I will contact you personally at the end of this live and answer all the questions. I wanted to be present and focused with you here online, and checking the chat, it's not easy when I'm by myself. Okay, are you ready to start a beautiful meditation together? One second, I'm gonna start playing a song here. Just turning the music on. I invite you to find a comfortable place to sit or to lay down. We are about to start a meditation that will help you program your subconscious on your goal settings. I'm gonna turn off my camera. If you just join us, this is a meditation to help you manifest your goals using the power of visualization. For the ones who join us now, welcome, lovely souls, to this transformative meditation session. I'm Bettina Pflug, and today we will harness the power of vision and how this manifests your deepest desires. Let's begin by finding a comfortable position. You can be seated or lying down. Gently close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Filling your lungs completely, and exhale slowly, releasing all tensions you might have in your body. Again, breathing deeply and exhale, letting go of any stress and worries. Feel your body relaxing with each breath. Breathe in and breathe out. As we embark on this journey, I invite you to become fully present to this moment. Imagine a golden light surrounding you, a protective and nourishing energy that connects you with the infinite possibilities of the universe. Breathe in and breathe out. This light is the essence of your true potential, and it's here to guide you. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let's move into the heart of our meditation. Begin by bringing to your mind one specific goal or dream you want to manifest. It could be related to your career, your relationships, your health, your personal growth. And hold this goal clearly in your mind. Imagine you are standing in front of a large blank canvas. This canvas represents your vision board, a space where your dreams will come life. As you focus on your goals, start to see images, words, and symbols that represent all your dreams. I want you to picture them vividly and in detail. What do you see? What colors and shapes appear? What is an image that's very meaningful for you that can represent you achieving this goal? So imagine you're picking each image with your hand and place it on your canvas. See yourself arranging these images in a way that feels right, creating and beautiful for the board of your life. Notice how the image glows with energy and life once you look at them. Breathe in and breathe out. Now we're gonna step into this vision. Imagine you already have achieved all these goals. Visualize yourself in the future reality. Where are you? What are you doing? Who is with you? Engage all your senses. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the textures, the smell, the scents, and taste the flavor of this moment. Feel all the emotions associated with this achieving moment. Experience the joy, the pride, the excitement, and the peace, as if it's happening right now. Let these positive emotions flood your entire being. As you immerse yourself in this vision, know that you're programming your subconscious mind to align with this reality. So I want you to repeat silent and or maybe out loud if you want, together with me. I'm worthy of achieving my dreams. My vision is clear and I'm committed to my goals. Every day I'm moving closer to my dreams. I attract opportunity and resources that align with my vision. My dreams are manifesting now. Feel the truth of these affirmations resonating deeply within you. And trust that the universe is working in harmony with your desires, and you are on the path to realizing your dreams. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a moment to express gratitude for this vision and the journey ahead. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me in this powerful meditation. And remember, the vision you hold in your mind and heart is the blueprint of your reality. Keep nurturing and watch your dreams unfold. Namaste. I want to finish with this beautiful quote. A knowledge of the path cannot substitute putting one foot in front of the other. And that's my wish for you to do the first step to make it happen. Namaste.